and welcome to Transformers Toy Review. Today we're taking a look at another figure from the Transformers Selects line. This is the War for Cybertron trilogy figure of Autobot Tigertrack, or WFC GS18 Generation Select 18, so the 18th figure. So let's get some scissors and get this guy open. I can find them. If not, I've got something else that should be able to do the job. Nothing much remarkable about these. They're the same all around, just a brown box, and all that's different on them each time round is just this little bit in here. They make quite good boxes for sending other stuff out if you're selling other toys and bits and pieces, and all this is exactly the same. And then I'm going to pop out the figure here. Oh, looks like he comes with a different gun, and you get the instruction manual in here, and obviously all this is empty apart from the little bits and pieces. So I'm going to chuck that off to one side, and here he is. Trying to work out if that's... I think they've used yellow paint on him actually. There's a little imperfection there. But yeah, and it looks like he comes with a different gun. So let's see if we can pop all of these out. Oh, they don't make it easy, do they? Right, what I'll do is just pause the video there and we'll get him out of his packaging. Alright, here we are. We managed to get him out of the packaging. And as mentioned, yeah, he does come with a different gun. So that's a little bit different for him. Obviously, he's got a slightly different... he's got a different paint job that you would see on Sideswipe. So I'm sure most of you are familiar with the kind of story behind Tigertracks anyway, so I won't bore you too much with that, and we'll get on and take a look at the figure. As mentioned, they've used yellow paint, it looks like, throughout the figure rather than using yellow plastic, which, you know, I think is great, but it also means there's, you know, the chance of more stuff kind of chipping. I presume this was done in white plastic and then painted yellow, or it could... maybe there's what is it underneath? It's hard to tell because underneath that there's a little chip that's come off there, but it looks like it might be black. There's a few little chips in places. Yeah, tough one actually. So yeah, what you'll see is all of this is yellow paint, which is applied pretty nicely, and it's got a nice smooth finish. But on mine there's a few little nicks. There's a little raised piece there, and you can see, maybe you can see in there, little nick there, nick there. Little bits on the side there. I'll just point it out as I go throughout the figure. But it's got exactly the same kind of what do you call it? Movability, flexibility. All the articulation is exactly the same. So, you know, his head can look up a bit, down. He can rotate all around. He's got silver paint on his face and blue for his eyes. I haven't got the original Sideswipe to hand to tell if that is the case. I think it is blue eyes. I'm going to be doing a review of the Netflix Sideswipe, so I'll do a comparison against the two at some point. His arms rotate all the way around, out to the side, rotate around at the top there, arm bends into there, and you get a little bit of movement there because of the transformation. Articulation goes all the way around. You get a leg that goes up to there, back to there, and all the way out to the side. Nice bend in the knee there. The feet go all the way out to the side, and well, that's it really. That you get with that. Oddly enough, the legs here They're all black plastic. I thought they would have gone for silver on the feet, but they've gone for just black. And then this piece is painted red, and you've got a few bits of silver throughout the figure. The wheels are all painted silver, which, you know, I love it when they do that. And there's black paint added in all the kind of vents in and around the figure. And this piece here is translucent plastic, which is then painted over yellow at the top there. So overall pretty good. I think this is a new mould for the gun. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. And it looks as if you can also peg that gun onto there, can you? Or not? Oh yeah, you can. So you can also peg that gun into there if you need to. But I mean, how they've pictured him, they've kind of got one gun in his hand, fits in nicely. This one on his shoulder. I think they've shown him with this shoulder piece on here, like that. And then with this gun in his hand like that. But obviously you can armour him up however you like. It's really up to you. This gun, again, as I've shown with previous videos, you can add the old blast effects on, or you can make out that he's been shot, he's taken a hit. Does that one stick? That one seems to fall out. I think these ones land better like that. On the chest there as well, like he's been shot there as well. And you get multiple places where you can add these little guns, so you can pop them on the side there if you wish, or you can pop that on his arm at the top here, on his leg if you want a little thing on there. So you've got lots of different options. Yeah, I'm not too sure which one I'm going to go with. And again, you can add this bit in here. If you can add that bit in, I'll probably turn it around and I'll have it on here, shoulder, this shoulder. You can kind of have that in there. Does that fit in properly all the way? Doesn't look as if that fits in all the way, does it? Maybe it's supposed to go on the other side. Yeah, it fits in better on the other side. For some reason. There you are. Annoyingly, obviously, you've got the silver bit on there, so that does kind of detract away from it a little bit, I find. But pretty good. Yeah, the gun's not bad. Nice to have something a little bit different on him. And transformation, exactly the same, but we'll go through it. We'll just watch out for any kind of paint chippings as we go throughout it. So that pegs in there. It's probably it doesn't go quite all the way, it doesn't feel, and that's maybe to do with the kind of extra paint on the figure potentially. It's a job to tell on bits of it if it is painted or not, but it's certainly got that feel to it. And peg these in here. This goes over here like that. These go over here like so. And then trying to remember the transformation, I think it goes like this. And these bits open up like so. These leg pieces, they fold down, I think. Is that right? I'm sure they do. I don't want to break it, but I'm sure they do. Yeah, there we go. There's just a bit of resistance there. I'm thinking, oh, I don't want to break it. But they do fold down. So if you do get that bit of resistance, so you can push past that. These bits clip in together. Then this is going to come down, fold in nicely like that. And then you can peg these other bits down on the sides. And then on here like that. It does have a peg that can be used as a flight stand in either mode. And then yeah, it's a nice looking vehicle mode. It really is. Yeah, it does look really good. There are paint bits where the yellows between this bit and this bit look slightly different, where they're applied to see-through plastic as opposed to being added on, I guess, black plastic. Like I said, it feels like it has had a layer of paint added onto it, but you know, I may be wrong. And you know, he rolls really nicely as well. And then from there you've got the option to add all the different guns. I'll just check on the instructions just to see if they show any different configurations with it. They normally have a suggestion. Their kind of suggestion or go-to thing with the guns is to have this one on the side here, and then this one on the top here like that. And then from there, actually shows with that bit down, which you can kind of get away with, and then you can have this on here like so. This one, I don't know if it'll fit on this one because it's quite close to the side there, but you can raise that one up and make it a bit more of a blast effect there like that. So yeah, he's a pretty good figure, well worth getting hold of if you can do. You know, it just looks cool, doesn't it? I think you know, if we're going to get a few of these, aren't we, the different kind of repaints of these and kind of Diaclone sort of versions and things like that, which is nice. I don't mind that so much. The fact that we're going to get Tigertracks, we're going to get kind of this kind of Diaclone Sunstreak and things like that. I think that's pretty cool. And we've got Red Alert and all those other ones as well. So I think one of the reasons I don't mind it so much is because, you know, in the War for Cybertron cartoon, you notice there's about 1 million. They use the Sideswipe mold about 1 million times, didn't they, for like really generic figures. So I'm thinking, you know, if I'm going to have a kind of War for Cybertron kind of battle scene, I don't mind having a few extra of those characters kind of in amongst it. So I'm kind of going to use this guy potentially on a display with, you know, kind of the, you know, like the mercenaries and people like that. So he's going to be part of the Autobot resistance against those guys. So I'm going to put him on display with that one. So there he is. So pretty quick and easy to transform back into both modes. I haven't noticed any more chipping or anything on him as I've gone through and changed him from one mode to the other. So I think you should be okay with the paint. Just one thing to bear in mind, that you know, there is potential for chipping, so just be careful as you're going through and transforming him from one mode to the next. Right, that is it. There you have. You've got your Tigertracks. Who'd have thought it that we'd get a Generation Select Tigertracks figure? We're starting to get quite random figures as part of not only Generation Select but the main line. Are there any of the figures that you would like to see get versions of, that you know, quite obscure figures? Let me know. Pop it in the comments below. That's it for now, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.